Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm DDF Racer and today we are going racing at Indianapolis, not the oval version, the road version, and not even the good road version, the pretty terrible road course that has absolutely no redeeming features as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it's got some nice straights for overtaking and slipstreaming, but it also has some of the most disgusting corners ever known to have graced the racing community. If you hadn't already guessed, I don't like this place. My teammate Ozzy doesn't like this place. Ozzy is the engineer for the car, and he's been doing the best he can with his setup. The car does feel good to drive, but it's still the rFactor 2 LMP2, so there's only so good it's going to be able to get. Because this thing likes to kill you at every opportunity. It has lots of rear locking under braking, and it has lots of rear wheel spin under acceleration. Has traction control enabled, but no ABS. And when it gets heat in the rear tyres, it can't get rid of it. So if you start to heat the tyres, that's it, basically. It's an interesting car to drive, but it's going to be a great race, I've got a feeling, because my teammates Yele, who is also known as Very Important Potato, and Ozzy have been driving the car for nearly 6.5 hours now. I'm going to be taking over when Yele, Very Important Potato, finishes his current stint, and if I sound like I have a bit of a croaky voice, that is because it is 7:25 AM here in Brisbane. I've been up excuse me, I've been up since 5 in the morning because of these European races. The VEC is all based on the European server, and I'm in Australia, so I usually do these in the middle of the night. The 6-hour races are worse because then it's a 4 AM start. But hey, it means that all you Europeans in the chat right now and all the UK people in the chat right now can actually enjoy this race at a reasonable time. Well, when I say reasonable, it's getting pretty late for some of you back there, but hey, it's good. So thank you very much for tuning in, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Really appreciate that. Dan6, good morning, fellow Aussie. Hey, Perth, you're a little bit closer. You're a little...
That's a new fastest lap for Chinchik, 1:15.52.
Actually, Perth, no, you are closer to Europe, which makes it earlier in the morning, 5:30. Jeez, okay. Yes, it could always be worse. I could be in Western Australia. That is a good point. Whereas Paul Kirby, it is 9:25 in the evening, and it is 1:25 PM for the Dive 25 over in the United States. This is truly an international stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, let me just switch over to this mode so you can see what's going on in the background. This is pre-recorded footage of one of my practice laps from a few days ago. I can't spectate the server. I can't join in the server. I have to wait for the call to join the server because they like to keep it as empty as possible to keep the usage down. So I basically get the call up to go in and then load into the car and swap over the car. So yeah, this is just waiting for the call. So I should probably unmute my TeamSpeak and see how the guys are doing. Hey guys.
Hello.
How's it looking on the stint, Yellow? Are you thinking you're coming in after this one? He's driving right now. And don't forget you...
I mean, if it depends on whether I can and want to, I could stay in, yeah.
No worries.
Matching the pace of the guys ahead of you, Jelly, and matching the pace of the thingy behind as well.
So you're thinking maybe do one more, perhaps?
Yeah, one would be a double.
Okay, so it'd be, yeah, 2 stints.
Yep, and I would give you 2 stints as well.
Okay.
Right? I'll see.
Yeah, no, it'll give thingy 3 stints. Well, almost 3 stints.
Okay.
So
You'd have a double to do, Daniel, and then another partial stint at the end, but you need to take fresh tyres for that partial stint at the end.
okay, so not a splash and dash,
Fastest lap
fresh
on
tyres as well, yeah?
Chin Chick, 115.
Yeah,
52.
I think it'd be a bit too long to try and make it with the old tyres. Or Jelly could do a single stint on his tyres and then swap over and then give you basically 4 stints.
That might be a good idea. If Yellow does one more, absolute quality pace, flat out, fresh tyres, go for it, and then I take over to the end.
Yeah, that's probably a better way of doing it, because then that way, at least then, Daniel, on your final stop, all you're doing is taking fuel rather than fueling tyres.
Cool. You happy with that, Yellow?
Yep.
Okay, just confirm one more stint for Yellow, fresh tyres, and then I'll take over after that, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. So roughly about 45 minutes till I get in the car?
Sounds about right, I want to say.
Cool, alright, I'll do some, smash out some practice laps on the server and I'll see you guys soon. Just give me a shout when you need me, yep?
Okay.
All the best, Yellow.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to go and do some practice laps for now, basically, because the thing with endurance racing... Actually, let me switch it over to this one, so you can see what I'm doing in the background here. The thing about endurance racing is it's very flexible.
Also on the single, would you say just normally a mix 4 and just make it a bit shorter?
Up to you, mate, to be honest.
Because I think mix 4 might just give us 30 laps.
I will let you know when you come in for that pit stop.
Okay.
So obviously they're doing the race in the background now. Yele is driving the car, Ozzy has done his stints, and I'm taking over for the end. So instead of me jumping in immediately in 10 minutes, my race is going to start in about 45 minutes, because Yele's got...
Because fuel usage in qualifying was about 252, and then with traffic it will go under 2.5, which will give us 30 laps.
And that's Yele. So yep.
Go for it.
Cool, okay, right then. So he's going to go and do one more stint, and then I'm going to jump in for a couple of doubles at the end.
More splash at the end.
Like I said, we'll sort it out when it comes to your pit stop. For now,
Yep.
just crack on.
Cool. Alright, let's go and do some practice laps. There is a secondary server setup, which is what I'm on right now, so I'm going to go and do some practice laps, get used to the car, while they keep on going in the background. If you want to follow the race...
Just did a high 18 that lap.
If you want to follow the race,
Sorry, not
then
18,
you can
high
type
17.
into the chat. I can't remember the command, but you can type in... exclamation mark...
But you do know Shepard is in a battle with
Where is it now?
Marco, the Wayframe car.
Exclamation mark
Marco's fresher tires.
timing? Is it?
I'm
I
not
forgot.
sure.
I've forgotten my
He
command.
hasn't been doing 16s, which is what I'd expect.
Exclamation mark
Fresh
timing.
tires.
There we go.
He's been
That will
in
bring up a
70s.
link to
Yeah, but they
the
like,
live timing. There is also a link in the video description to the live timing. So if you want to follow the race, you can click that link, and it will give you the positions of all the cars on track. All positions of all the cars on track. N Green 75. How many people are in the actual race? Well, we have about 40 to 45 cars. Each car has about 2 and 3 drivers, roughly. So you're looking at 45, 135 on average drivers in today's race. Yeah, the exclamation mark timing thing doesn't work, but there is a link in the video description. I did post a link on my Discord as well. So let's pause the music and go and do some driving.
Logging enabled.
Excuse me. Let's have a squiz. Right, that's all set, ready to go. Cool. So this is the Orica 07 LMP2 car. And this is the Indianapolis road course. Now it's quite bright here at the moment. Track conditions sunny. There's no rain predicted for the race. There's no anything really predicted for the race. Nice clean, nice conditions. However, it will be going into the night, and by the end of the race it will be complete darkness, so I'm going to be taking over roughly in the sunset. So it'll be nice and pretty, but also visibility
Keep your wits about you.
will be reduced ever so slightly.
Let's get some heat into these brakes.
Let that guy go. The GTE,
Tyres are cold, watch out.
in the Ferrari. Actually, he's having an accident. Let's go and lap him up the inside.
Clear to the left.
Get some traffic on him, and then, like I said, this is a multi-class race, guys. So we got GTE cars, GT endurance cars. We got Ferraris, Porsches.
Brake temperatures are okay.
Aston Martins. We got all sorts of cars in here. I can't actually remember all of them.
In sector 2, sector 2.
But the LMP2 class, for this season at least, even though rFactor 2 has released multiple LMP2 cars, this season started before they were released. So you only have the Orica LMP2. Hey, Wushel! My voice will come good eventually. I'm just, yeah, it's morning croaky voice. I've had my coffee, got my water. I'm just logging some... That's alright, Corvette and BMW as well. Thanks, JT. And I'm sorry to hear about that latte, mate. It should not taste like burnt popcorn. Unless you get a burnt popcorn latte, which I don't think I've ever heard of before. So let's do a lap of Indianapolis then.
P2.
You want to brake just around about the 400 meter marker. Down to first, real slow, tip it in, the banking is horrible. Hesitate, get that curb. Let acceleration, nice and smooth. Run it out to the outside on the left here. Then pop it down to second. Keep it nice and tight. Keep it to the right, because you want to be able to cut back to the chicane. Little lift over this curb. Little tap on that curb on the right. Don't run too wide, otherwise you'll ride the curb on the plank of the car. Up to 6th gear. Brake just before the 200 meter marker on the right here. Down to second. Down to first. Tip it in. Don't hit that curb. It'll push you wide. Use the acceleration to turn the car. Slight lift here, and then kill a lot of speed for this. Keep it to the left, because you can cut a lot of time on this apex here.
Sector 2 is 0.44.
And you have to put a lot of apex into it. Brake back at the 350 marker, which doesn't exist. You have to imagine where it's there. Again, don't clonk the curb. And then just slowly decreasing. This is a tightening corner, so you have to wait for the apex. And then this is flat out at the start of a stint, but once the tyres wear down, it just get a bit skatey. So you have to have a little baby lift through the final corner. We come across the line. What time is it?
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.4.
Not great.
Off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
I should be about a second faster than that.
122.
So let's try another lap. Hey, Remix! Hey, Niels! Hey, Olaf! Hey, Wushel! Hey, Danny!
It looks like Bigford has binned it. Sector 2 is clear.
Oh, that's a bit too much curb, and that's what I mean about getting the curb on the left-hand side there. It's quite easy to get a cut track here as well, actually. You take too much curb on the right-hand side there.
Off the pace.
Visagi, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just in the practice session at the moment. We've mixed up the strategy ever so slightly, so we needed like 4 and a bit stints to get to the end of the race, and because we're running the soft tyres, they do about 2 stints each. So what is going to happen, instead of me doing a baby stint at the end of the race and basically doing 4.5, Yellow's going to get in the car for another stint right now. He's in the main race right now driving.
0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.29 off the pace.
Ooh, bit of rear lock in there. So Yellow's going to get in the car now, going to put some fresh tyres on, he's going to turn the engine mix all the way up to maximum, and he's going to just do quali laps for about half an hour or so, at which point the fuel will be empty, and then I'll come in and do 2 doubles.
That is just done at 115.53.
And I'll pop the radio on TeamSpeak back on just in case they call me early. I'm going to try and not bin it today, Niels. There's a lot of heavy braking zones around this circuit, and if there's one thing this car doesn't like, or at least in my hands, heavy braking.
Sector 2 is 0.32 off the pace.
No VR, Dive 25. This is rFactor 2. I'm doing pancake driving today. I would very much like to be able to do.
You're slow.
I'd very much like to be able to do rFactor 2 in VR, and I did lots of races in rFactor 2 in VR, but I actually had a heap of screen freezes.
Shepard is not comfortable on that second stint.
I had a lot of screen freezes that ruined my VLMC season and the start of the VEC season this year as well.
Last time was a high 18. But again, it might just be traffic, hard to say.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, he was really uncomfortable in the first stint and he is now again.
That's the sound of Jelle
I
Binsbergen.
mean, like the first time he did the second stint, because he can match me in the first stint, but he can't in the second stint.
AK, very important potato.
The car does seem to be pretty loose.
That's Aussie.
I do remember that incident we had with them early on in the race.
Yellow flag sector 3. Sector 1 is 0.7
And lost the rear end
off
on
the pace.
the braking.
So to go back to the whole VR thing, I'd love to do rFactor 2 in VR, but when you have teammates who are
Sector 3. I think P4's gone
I
off.
must say also this car.
driving the best they can and putting weeks and weeks of practice in,
Sector 2 is
then DDF comes along, has a screen freeze and ruins that result. It's not fair on them, so...
It's like doable for double stint here.
Whoa, and there goes the rear. And there's the rear locking that I talked about.
Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate. Mind these track limits, please, Dan.
And now you can see, actually,
Things looking good, Jelly. I guess matching the pace of the guys up at the front. Chris' last lap was 18.6, you were 17.3, so keep it up.
awesome pace.
Gap behind us now a lap. Confirm.
Can confirm.
Oh, yep, and that's exactly what happens with this
I
car.
can't see how far behind they are.
You get heat in the rear tyres, you lock the brakes, it's so hard to dissipate that heat and they lock even more. So this is really a very, very delicate car. Once you start sliding, that's pretty much it for the rest of the stint. Unless you actively lift off, you cannot get rid of the heat, because they actually heat up on the straights. The tyres heat up on the straights, because rFactor 2 physics! Sorry. I'm not a fan of it.
Chris is back down into the 17s. I think it was just traffic that was.
Yeah, the 18's are traffic, but he still isn't going up. But
Sector 2 is 0.42 off the pace.
Oh, Wouter.
and we're
My cup of tea after the 2 hours of Bathurst is just, oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think from.
Tasted so good.
Waveframe
Sector 3 is clear.
down to Butler Powell. It's going
You know-
to be a battle with them, all those cars till the end. And it just depends on who's on what strategy.
Hey, Ed Engineer!
and how quick I'm gonna be in my single.
The thing about a cup of tea, Wouter, is that
Sector 2 is 0.
I'm not
you can get into the habit of just having a cup of tea throughout the day, right?
Off the pace.
And it's just kind of routine. It's just a
17.3.
routine cup of tea. It's just like, oh, I'll have a cup of tea, it's fine. Whereas when you actually really want one, there is nothing better. It's like, oh, I wouldn't mind a cup of tea right now. Whereas if you just, oh, it's 10 o'clock, I'll make a brew. Kind of, you know, the special feeling wears off, I guess. So, because I don't really drink that much tea anymore, I used to drink it all the time.
0.8.
Because you guys mentioned it in the chat on that Wednesday race at Bathurst, just like, oh, a cup of tea. I was like, do you know what? Actually, yeah, I will. And there's another rear locking, and look how hot those rear tyres are now, right? Look how long it takes them to kind of go from orange back to yellow again to cool down.
So yeah, fuel, tires,
Sector 2 is
me,
1.6 off the pace.
Yeah, it's
Oh, well, sure.
well, we got 2 hours and 17 minutes left till the end. Yes, that is roughly just under, awesome, so that's 3.7 stints.
1 minute left in the stop.
Yeah, so that's 3.7 stints. So, Jenny's going to take 1, that leaves you then, Dan, with...
Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
JT.
What have I just done my maths wrong?
Would I recommend getting into rFactor?
Yellow flag.
Oh,
Watch
it's a tricky one for Segi. Like, because obviously
out. We think that Jordan has stacked it.
Race Room is my main sim, right? Race Room is my go-to #1 sim. It's always probably will be, as long as Race Room exists. I do like iRacing, because I've been getting into that recently, but I started with rFactor 2, so my opinion of rFactor 2 is probably like rose-tinted glasses. Like, I like it because I kind of grew the channel with it right at the start. Even with that,
2 is 0.6
I would...
off the pace.
It's a tricky one. It is good.
100%.
Don't get me wrong. The graphics are good now. They've done a few updates.
Aussie,
Yeah.
mix 4 or not?
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So Yellow's not going to turn the fuel up. He's just going to do a normal stint, but he's still very fast.
See, Pickford
Um,
spun off.
Like, rFactor 2 looks good. I've got the graphics turned down for streaming and performance reasons, but when you're not streaming and recording, it does look a lot better than this.
Time was 117.63.
The AI is questionable,
Kevin, not too far
but it's got a
behind you.
full weather system, full day-night system, dynamic tracks.
Everyone cycles through
It's
their pit stops.
great. The physics and the feedback is good as well, even on a G29. I'll come back to the G29 question, by the way, aim to excel.
Off the pace.
I haven't forgotten that, mate. I'll answer you about the wheel. The problem is, it just doesn't come together very often. There's always something that isn't quite right. Whether it's a bug with the car, a bug with the track, or a bug with the physics, it's very hard to get that perfect combo when everything just works and you just lose yourself in rFactor 2. You've always got this thought in the back of your head, oh, is something going to go wrong? Like, for example, I can't run VR.
Yellow flag, sector
Well, I can, but it'll probably freeze after like half an hour or an hour.
Sector 1 is
Come
clear.
out
We think
right.
Or maybe it won't.
crash.
But I don't know what the cause is, and it's very unpredictable, so I can't run that risk. So it's tricky, guys. It is very tricky to recommend rFactor 2 after I've had so many issues with it. ACC is great if you want to do that kind of stuff. If you want to do longer races, it is limited to GT3 and GT4. So it is kind of restricted in that. It's not got the biggest track selection.
Looks like the leader's binned it.
One good track.
But when it does come together, rFactor 2 is good.
0.8 off the pace. Your tyre temperatures are okay.
Hey DDF, I was at the real life race this year. It was amazing and awesome. Indie GT. Well, that makes sense with a username like that. Sorry, I was distracted by your message in chat. StayedBuddy989, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm just doing some practice here at the moment. Getting ready, because the main race is happening in the background. Jeez, once this thing gets heat in the tyres, it just does not drive. Oh, awesome, you got a clamp for your wheel. Glad you got that fixed, mate. No, this isn't a very busy server. It's only a practice server. It's kind of like the waiting room. The main race is happening in the background on the main server.
3 is 4.0 seconds off the pace.
And when I get the call, I will go and join the main server and jump in the car. Because the way this championship is hosted is Basically, you have to keep the server as empty as possible. And here's another little quirk of rFactor 2. Because it doesn't load in people's cars until you come back to the pits. So somebody joins the session while you're out on track. It downloads a temporary car, like a placeholder model, also known as the cheese block. And then when you come back to the pits, their car will load up.
0.9 off the pace.
So that's what the big yellow block is that I just overtook. That is a GTE car. Yeah, ACC in VR is a no-go, unfortunately. Even with top-of-the-range equipment, it just struggles with it so bad.
Green flag set.
Whoa! There's that rear sliding I was talking about.
Chris is on fresh tyres.
Yeah,
Oh, 100% indeed, GT. I'm not really pushing
Sector 3 is a second off
they
the
are
pace.
certainly.
100% at the moment. I'm kind of just keeping up with Chet. Getting used to the... just getting used to the car, getting into the handling of it, really. I'm not really driving
I have
100%.
to be mad at the win behind.
Wushel said there's a little bit of an echo on the audio. I did notice that in my test recording. Perhaps my microphone.
Sector 1 is 0.1 off the pace.
Let me try that. Is that better? Sometimes if I have my headphones too loud, it can bleed through. Hopefully that's better. Unless Wushel's just got it open on 2 tabs by mistake. Okay, I'm gonna do a focus lap now. So I've got like worn tyres. When I say worn tyres, I'm about 10 laps into a stint. So let's see how this goes, guys. I'm going to let you enjoy the sounds of rFactor 2 for a moment. I'm going to try and get a good lap on.
Sector 1 is 0.1 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Hey, John Miller. Good to see you in the chat. See, that's how you take the chicane. Pretty flat.
1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace.
Hopefully this traffic doesn't get in the way.
Left side, clear left.
The traffic didn't get in the way. I'm surprised.
He's fucking up.
Yele's talking about his race, not my practice, although the same does apply. And that is my best lap of the session so far.
Second quicker than Chris.
You're 0.2 off the pace.
So that's what a lap should look like around Indianapolis. I'm going to pull off to the side of the track here, out of the way, bring it back to the pits.
Yellow flag.
Let's see what's going on with my sound settings here. So properties. That's a microphone, that's good.
Log building finished.
Okay, that should be better now. I think I fixed that issue. Okay, so Yele has got about half an hour left to go in his stint on the main server. Like I said, I can't join the main server because they want to keep it free of all drivers as much as possible. Which makes sense. You don't want a busy server clogging up the network and the bandwidth and all that technical stuff. So, how are we going to do this today?
Dan, did you by the way see how insanely close qualifying was?
Yeah, I saw it on Discord that, what was it, 20 cars within a second of each other.
Yeah.
Where did you qualify actually?
7th on 2/10 from pole on a 14.4.
Nice! Well done, that's an awesome job.
What's even more awesome, we were P5 at the end of my stint.
I believe that's what we call a fast potato.
Indeed. I mean, I just did 15.5, so I mean, eh.
Yeah, and then you went and did a 17.0. Trash.
I got absolutely molested by traffic.
No excuses.
That's not the context I normally hear the word molested in, but I'll run with it.
In India, it is.
So,
You have a big gaggle of GTs coming up. I think
so Yele is the fastest
after
car.
this one solo car, it's 5 GTs.
Yele is the fastest driver in the car. So Ozzy's talking right now. I'm going to be getting in the car in about half an hour's time, and Yele is driving it as we speak.
This lap, Aussie?
Yeah, it depends. We'll see what we come out with.
Me and Ozzy are very similar pace. Ozzy's not enjoying this circuit at all, though. I'm feeling relatively comfortable. I can do
Coming out the
consistent low to mid 16s on a clean track. But like I said before, there's going to be like 40 to 45 cars on track. And it's a very short track. Excuse me. So traffic's going to be an issue today. Traffic's going to be there at every single lap. It's going to be very rare to get a clean lap in. Hey, Das, welcome to the chat.
6 GTs. Take through here.
Aim to excel.
Break.
Aim to excel. I am still using my open wheeler style steering rim for my Logitech G29. I swapped it out a few weeks ago, and I'm enjoying it, although I am noticing a few problems with it now that weren't apparent right at the start. Because of my driving style and because of the way I hold the wheel, the way my rig is set up, the way that I physically hold onto the steering wheel, there is a little bit of flex built into the wheel, like you can see there. Actually, let me just switch this over. You can see here, it flexes a little bit, just a bit. Now, it also flexes the other way a little bit as well, so when I'm going through a corner, and I'm really kind of, you know, I'm getting into it basically, I'm sort of pushing the wheel a bit, just enough, it triggers the buttons behind the wheel. And I have those buttons mapped to push to torque. So I'm going through a corner, I'm like leaning on through the corner, and yeah, my voice activation's kicking in because I'm triggering the buttons for the push to torque. So what I've had to do, I have removed said buttons from the steering wheel, and I have remapped my buttons so I have a different push to torque and a different button for DRS and all that kind of stuff. So yes, that's good. The flex is fine, it's very sturdy. I don't think it's going to snap, it's been reinforced in all the right places. And I've tried loosening and tightening the bolts as per ANSI 3D's recommendations, but it is not, for me at least anyway, for the way I use it, it's not ideal because yeah, it's annoying triggering those buttons. Might need an update, yes. Don't break it, I wouldn't be able to replace it, yeah. Well, I mean, I've still got the old wheel over there, I've still kept all the buttons, I've still got my tools handy, and my masking tape because the buttons were falling out as well, but that's, anyway, yes. So if worst comes to worst, I probably could do a Red Bull and replace it in 10 minutes right before the start of the race.
Shepard distant, the worst this next one will be.
Scrolling a message is wrong. Thank you, guys. There we go, that's better. I got ahead of myself by a few days. The biggest tool on the screen is me. Yes, Paul Kirby, thank you very much. Anyway, let's pop it back to rFactor 2. And let's go and do some more driving. Yeah, my dad does a very good job of driving on the controller. I don't know if he's in chat today. It might not be good for him because he might be at work. So let's go and do some laps. The server is starting to empty out now because people are jumping onto the main server, but Yele's still in the car. Yele is still going to be driving the car for another half an hour, 20 minutes or so. Das Breitschwert, the controller guy, I used to share a car with Lazarus Philippakos, who actually, funnily enough, used to race in the same league as Brody about 6 years ago. Small world, right? So Lazarus and Brody used to race together, and Lazarus used to drive this car at the start of the season before Ozzy took over from him. Lazarus is now driving a GTE car, so he's kind of changed classes, still in the championship. But yeah, Lazarus and Brody were on the same racing, same team, same league or something many years ago. But Lazarus uses a controller. He actually taught Jacques Villeneuve how to race with a controller during the big COVID lockdown of, well, last year at least anyway, when all the racing drivers came along to do esports, and some of them still do, obviously. Yeah, he's from Greece. Lazarus is from Greece.
Brake temperatures look good.
One premise left.
But he uses a controller.
Here.
So if he can, and he was consistently faster than me and Yele, because he's just great.
Another 55, but oh well.
He's running a SPEEDYMITE Ferrari
Early.
GTE, but I think he's in
Sector 3 is
top
clear.
split.
Nice gap to Kevin behind. It's bringing the gap.
Whereas
down.
I'm racing in Division 2, 2 out of 3.
It'd be nice if I could get the gap to Kevin to roughly tires, like the amount that tires take.
Rebel Racer.
30 seconds.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Am I going to do an iRacing Enduro
Oh, possible.
when I get there?
Sector 1 is yellow.
Well, in a couple of weekends' time, it's the iRacing Bathurst 12 Hours. And I haven't started practicing for it yet, but I will start practicing after this race, because this has been my focus for this week. But if all goes well, I'll be in that race, the Bathurst 12 Hours, driving for Zancho. And my teammates, if all goes well, are going to be Chaz Draycott, Aidan Millwood, and Matt Webb.
Sector 1 is clear.
GT3 BMW, I believe, JT.
There's 1.5 seconds just to get a car in the final section. It's insane.
So yeah, a couple of weeks' time, if all goes well, if practice goes well, I'll be doing the iRacing 12 Hours of Bathurst. So let's focus on this lap now. Yeah, I know about the clicks, Das, Tobias. I've been thinking about putting some fabric between the magnets and the plastic just to dampen that clickety sound a little bit. Because a few people have mentioned it now. And it is pretty loud.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Oh! Big wiggle on the rear then, lost a stack of time. Yeah, only 4 cars on track, Christian, but that's because I'm on the practice server right now, mate. I've not got the call up to the main game just yet. I'm waiting for the call on the radio from Yele and Ozzy, and then I'll jump over to the main, and I'll take it from there. But yeah, the practice server is pretty empty. Pretty empty. 16.383.
Sector 3 time's quick.
Alright, clear to the right.
Car feels good, actually. You know what? Ozzy's done a great job on the setup. He always does. As well as being the driver, he is our team engineer who looks at all of the data, makes the setups for the cars.
Time is good.
He's very dry, but he's very patient.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 2 time is good.
There we go. No wiggle on the exit there. We're getting a 10th. Hey, Mark P.
So a car stopped on.
Oh, missed that apex completely.
Yes, it's about the ball. He's looked around.
We're back to square one with a delta of 0.
Nice position.
Nice.
Green flag Sector 1.
Roughly how long left in the stint?
Last lap was at
mate?
16.44.
That's 16 laps. you calculate. I'm too busy.
About 20 minutes.
Finally got it going again.
I'm going to do a practice pit stop.
Okay, pit stop requested.
Because I'm going to be making a few pit stops in today's race, because the tank on this car normally goes for about 37 minutes.
Alright, Jelly, keep it up. Keep up the good work. You're taking about what is that?
I have hydrated properly, Des. Probably a little bit too much. I might need to take a quick comfort break before I jump on the server. One of the cheese blocks getting out of the way for me there.
Ready. Yellow flag in sector 2.
And there's a cut track. Wow, okay.
Okay, Dan, we need to watch the track limits.
Hey, Richard! Racing in the same race as Mitchie, but he is going to be in Div 1, whereas I'm going to be in Div 2. So we are in the same race, but different splits, because Mitchie's a much better driver than I am.
What is it? Is your tires
Down for the
dropping
pit
off?
speed limit, blue flag.
There we go.
Box in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Das. Can't go for P1 without 1P. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, well, let's see if I got a drive-through for that. I don't think I did. And if so, that was a good pit entry.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Don't cross the white line. Sector 2 is clear. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
Is car okay?
Yellow flag, caution.
Fucking over, run wide and then of course you go straight over the chicane because you're stupid.
Can you hold out until we can do the pit stop and then we'll just do it all in one?
Maybe.
If not, go a lap and then Daniel might need to start loading you.
Yeah, load in then.
Okay.
That's the end
Fucking
of the session.
pulling on the brake. Why are you? How could you be so stupid as to go straight over the chicane?
Sounds like Yellow's had an incident in the race.
Don't you have a brain? Fucking hell.
No toilet break for me!
Okay, it's okay.
No, it's
Fortunate-
fucking not. It's gonna cost us like 2 positions. It's gonna cost us position to the butler pile and to Kevin. Like a 4-year-old can see that you don't go straight over chicane when you've run wide.
Careful, Peter, coming out the pits.
Oh, I got demonetized a long time ago, Das. When I did my first Oz and Dead Sim racing event. That's one angry potato. Sounds like he's been taken out of the race. Okay, so we're loading in now. I am joining
Let us know when you're on server, Dan.
loading in now. It's just a lot of cars to get through, but I'll be there in a couple of minutes.
No problem. Stream running, all okay?
Yeah, stream's fine. I was just mentioning, oh, maybe I should take a quick toilet break, and then I had an exploded potato on the stream, so that, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So I apologise if the seat is slightly damp by the end of the race, but I've got no one to give the car back to, so it'll be fine. Donk, hello! Welcome to the...
Completely using seconds or braking zone because I just can't brake anymore because it's pulling. It's like, fuck sake. That's not even dark blue damage, it's just light blue on the right front. Like,
Sounds like the same thing I had in practice yesterday.
yeah, no, but this hit was actually like quite significant. I should have braked, but I didn't think he would be stupid enough to just flatline it over chicane.
No worries, don't beat yourself up over it, Jelly.
There he is.
Second time, and I'm pretty sure like the 2 times. Oh no, wait, that was not a Caspian, but it's 2 times a Corvette and 2 times a race we're doing well in, and then I fucking hit a Corvette.
It's fine, it's fine. We've all made our mistakes this race. I got to drive through and I've spun multiple times, and I hit the wall. It's okay. Dan will unleash his powers. We might still be lucky and be able to fight for P10.
That's alright. Towards the end of the race I might be unleashing something. I don't know about powers.
Take anything at that point.
Alright, I'm in the server. Shall I ride on board with Yellow?
Yes, but then.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, that's Dutch.
Jelly's, I think, coming up to the pit entry now, so get yourself ready to go.
Yep, riding on board. Don't forget the driver swap in the menu.
Yeah, no, I'm not always speaking.
Alright, easy. Don't forget fuel and tyres as well.
Yeah, they're all on. Repairs on as well.
Okay.
I can't believe it. 221 seconds. Holy shit.
Is that 3 minutes?
Maybe I do have a toilet break time.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
you do. If you run.
Okay, be right back.
It's going to pass right at the back of the thingy field. I think we're going to P18.
Fuck's sake.
That's okay. That's okay.
I was guessing Chris. I was like, he probably has like storing his tires because I was like catching like seconds a lap and then fucking hell.
It's okay, man. It's okay. It was a great drive. It's just unfortunate. Just some bad luck. Can't do much about it. It is the nature of racing.
Was 162 in total on damage. What the fuck? Ah, so annoying. Gonna lose so much time. Like it's 3 minutes. It's like 3 whole laps here. The funny thing is, it was that Caspian car. Like the one that had the issues in Silverstone as well.
Hmm.
The most annoying thing was, I think it was Giz, like earlier, went off at exactly the same place and steered left as to not go straight over the chicane.
Doesn't make sense. I haven't even drank that much water. Back.
Go back.
What have you guys been up to? I did wash my hands. I did wash my hands. Very thoroughly, I'll have you know. Okay. That feels a lot better. I did have a coffee. I had a big coffee washer. There's no way I would have held that into the end of the race. I needed that way. Alright, 30 seconds.
Yep.
Oh, the vote's not come up.
Luckily I have a black hoodie next to me that suits the mood.
That's alright. My t-shirt, big bright yellow, never look back. Thanks, Donica. Okay, 10 seconds, 9. Getting ready to take over. Let's do this.
Go.
Campbell is now retired.
Locking enabled.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
No problem. Sorry we couldn't give it to you in a better position, but
Yeah, sorry Dan.
I know, that's okay. Time for a fight back, P17.
yeah, you do have people to chase down there at least, so
There's a car approaching. Don't
Car
cross the white line. Watch your mirrors.
Clear to the left.
The brake temperatures are low. We need to get some
right,
heating.
I'm gonna be back
Take it easy,
shortly.
you've got cold tyres.
Yeah.
Very slow on pit exit there from that guy.
Yeah, it's a Porsche though.
Car left. Clear to the left.
Okay, here we go.
If you don't mind, I'll quickly grab myself a drink, be right back.
No worries. So we're now racing in the main event. We're in P17. We were in P7 or 8 or something, but Yele had damage before the pit stop. Some guy went off track ahead of him. I didn't see the replay. There will be a replay posted later, so I'll have a look at that. But he got big damage. We had like 3 minutes in the pits. Thanks, Ollie. Thanks, Matty. Thanks, everybody who is watching right now. Thank you for tuning in. We got 8 hours of Indianapolis, and I have 1 hour and 50 minutes to go. P17 out of, I think there's maybe 23, 24 LMP2s. And there's another 20 or so GTEs in the field as well, so it's a 45 car-ish field.
On your left. Clear on the left.
We're going to have to just make our way through the traffic as best we can and try and fight back. See if we can get like a P15 or something maybe. I'm not quite sure how far ahead the other cars are, but there is a link in the description to the live timing. So you guys can get all the data that I don't actually have access to. And you rely on my engineers for that information, but they're both away at the moment. Ozzy's gone for a quick break and Yele's gone for some, I don't know, a cup of tea or something instead as well.
On your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Car right. Clear right.
Make our way through the traffic there.
Side. Clear left.
Nice!
That was a
Das. These socks were yellow before I went to the toilet, mate.
Car left. Clear left.
You see what I mean about the traffic? Honestly, this thing is just mental. It's so hard to get a clear run, but everyone else is in the same position. Don't do that to me, rear tires. Don't get hot. Otherwise, I'll just have to throw you in the sea. Didn't have the overlap on him then, so it's not worth going for the dive. Reinforcing the LMP2 stereotype. Can get him on exit here though. Have to wait. Just got to be patient.
Clear on the left.
Yeah, that was too much on the downshifts, that Das. Very true. 19.3, that's not good. I need to be 2 seconds a lap faster than that. Clear track ahead though, great. I'm right here, marked. Just not using VR today. You have to put it with my real face for a change.
The leader's pitting now.
Obviously the sun is starting to set here at Indy. This race does go into the night, and at the end of the race it will be pitch black. Oh, I missed that apex completely. And very difficult to see the track there with the reflections. Nice and easy, light apex, and boot it. P17. Not great, but hey, that's the car I was given, so that's the best I have to do.
Your lap time was at 1:17.19.
It's more like it.
Fastest lap.
17.1. If I can go about half a second faster than that consistently, that's good. That's good pace. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Great to have you here. Let's go for the fight back together.
On your left. Clear left.
Let's see how many spots we can make. You just cannot get past cars in this final section.
The leader is now on mediums.
Oh!
Car left. Clear to the left. Left side. Clear left.
I'm back that way.
Welcome back. Don't beat yourself up too much, Yellow. These things happen, mate.
Yeah, I know, but it shouldn't, though.
Oh, I've been there many times before, mate. Nothing you can do apart from just move on. Let's go and get some points, eh?
Yeah, we will get points anyway. So.
Let's go and get some more points.
Yes, you can. The gap ahead is... I don't know, I have to look it up.
You're not pretending to be helpful, Dash. You are helpful.
Gap ahead is 27 seconds. This last lap was a 17 mid.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
We might be into the 16s here.
That lap was a
17 flat.
Clear left.
Mid.
best lap in this
Oh, you
section.
did it.
Sector 2 is
Yeah.
0.36 off the pace.
Important fast in the car, that lap. Give it up.
There's a rear wing on the exit of turn 1.
Oh god, whose is it? Could you see what kind of car it was? Oh, I found it. Three.
Yeah, that's about right, Richard. Mitchie's definitely a faster driver than me, although he's probably got a much better setup because he's pro, you know?
Goes in pit lane to act clear.
I'm not saying the SPEEDYMITE isn't pro, but he's for Burst Esports, I believe. And they're like top level esports in Div 1, so he's got a better car than me and he is a better driver than me. But hey, this is good.
That lap was at 117.0.
116.9, good.
Doing well. Keep it up.
Thanks, mate. Such a horrible place to catch the traffic there. Lost about half a second.
Clear left.
Yeah, Mitchie's in Div 1 for a reason, Richard. He's good. No, yeah, I've done a 15.9 once on race fuel. And I don't think I could ever do it again, because that was a one-off.
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
It's all good.
No, you know what happened then?
What?
My fastest lap is 4,000th of the race fast lap.
Oh!
Left side. Clear to the left.
P16.
Oh, by the way, Lucas is now behind. He had a pit stop because he was the one missing the wing. Which is funny enough
Left
the guy who
side,
said he's gonna
clear
get
left.
you, so I mean, I guess.
We'll see. Also, big shout out to my dad who just joined chat. Hey, Dad.
Hearing myself back, I suddenly noticed that I'm getting tired. I have a severe speaking problem now.
Absolutely unsighted on that apex there.
On your left, clear left.
It's very tricky with the traffic around here. After this, Adam, it's Sebring. 1,000 mile? Hey, Yellow.
Yes.
Is it 1,000 miles or kilometers of Sebring
Lap time
after
was
this?
18.60.
That's a very good question. I think it's miles.
On your left,
Sebring,
clear
but I'm not
left.
sure. It's the 1,000 miles of Sebring.
Nick the Silver, hello! Yep, so after this is the 1,000 miles of Sebring. That's going to be a long race. How long does that normally go for? Like 12 hours?
I don't know. I think we were looking at 9 hours in the P2 last year, but it was capped to 8 hours.
Also, how many cut tracks do you have in this race? How many do I need to keep an eye on?
I think you're on 1 at the moment, so and you can have well, you have, wait, I need to count this. It's hard. You have 3 more warnings, and then
On your right.
your 4th warning would be
Clear
a cut.
right.
Okay.
Okay, Dan, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. You've just done a 17.81.
Yeah, I agree with that, Nick the Silver. It's an awful track.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
You just got to try and make it work. Got to try and get the pace.
Not whine so much.
We'll try and catch the guys ahead. Yellow had an incident literally 2 laps before I jumped in the car. Not VR today, Kaoru, because rFactor 2 doesn't really agree with my VR. So I forced myself to learn to drive on pancake mode again, because that's how much I want to take part in the VEC. I'm willing to give up my VR headset.
Neither did Race Room, Dan.
Sorry?
On your left,
Race Room did not agree
Clear
with
left.
your VR as well.
VR doesn't agree in general right now. Oh.
That's barely a scratch, mate. Just ignore it.
Slight tap on the wall going into the final chicane. Lock the rears, rear stepped out. It's a very small tap, and that kind of put it back on course again, so I think I got away with it.
06.
Oh, that was sketchy though. The back end just stepped out and was like, ding! The lightest of contacts just pointed the car in the right direction again, made me overshoot the braking zone. I don't think there's any damage. I think that'll literally just be a scratch on the rear left of the car.
Vela is pitting from P11. We think he'll come out a little way behind you.
So we're up to P16 through attrition.
P16.
P16.
far left, clear to the left.
Engage German mode. Okay, Wushel. Whatever that might be, just super efficient.
Right side, clear right.
Give him lots of space. Get the draft off this guy. We're still 1.1 off our best lap so far.
Clear left.
That lap was a
Okay, Das.
1.08.
Left side. Clear left.
Very specific points to lap of the cars on this circuit. You have to know them. Imagine how I feel, Danny, the closing speed freaking me out. Especially in the slower speed stuff. You know, the P2 has a lot more overall grip than the GTEs. At the end of the straights, it's not too bad. Make my intention clear, move to the right.
Left side.
Thank you, sir.
Clear left.
And the P2 is much better on the brakes as well. Basically, the P2 is better everywhere.
Car right.
Right round the outside.
Right.
We actually have a clear track. Okay. Maximum concentration now.
118.57.
There's a bit of traffic up there though. There we go, best lap of the race so far. What is it?
That lap time was 116.60. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
Clear left.
Nice and cautious. These guys are in a battle for the lead of the GTEs.
Car left. Clear on the left.
That's the leaders of the GTEs right there. Making our way through them. Wow, that is tense stuff. Hey, Nata86. Whew. There's a lot of responsibility when you lap cars like that. You gotta do it cleanly, otherwise you'll never live it down. All I can say is I'm glad I got that lap in. I wonder if that Your Name Here sponsorship, JT, is a throwback to the Hispania racing team where they had, you know, this is a cool spot and, you know, advertise here and all that. I love that livery. That was such a cool way of doing it. Just a shame no one took him up on the offer. Oh, thanks, Richard. I feel like I've earned it, man.
Just done it.
Thank you very much.
1.13.
That was a terrible lap, but that was a lot of traffic. So all the benefits of that 16.5 we did the lap before, gone. But now we have some clear track again. The traffic giveth and the traffic taketh away. My rear grip get taketh away there. Yeah, Braun did sponsorships race by race as well. They had Canon and they had that Brazilian beer brand as well. Oh, late apex there, missed it. So hard to get the turn in for that right. Because it is, you just have to turn in so much earlier than you think. Around the outside of the GTE.
Clear right.
Thank you, sir.
You've just done a 118.15.
Yeah, Paul Kirby, this is because it's a European-based server, not an Australian one. So it's me that has to get up early for change, not you guys. Although it works out both ways, I guess. But think about this, mate. Obviously, this is a good time for you and not a great time for me. Americans are awake, Europeans are awake, Australians are still asleep. Flip it on its head when I do my Tuesday Thunder and Wednesday Enduros, right? Imagine trying to think of all this when you're trying to organise a community event with subscribers from all over the world. You want to make sure everybody can make it. But you also want to make sure that you don't wake people up in the middle of the night, you know? Thank you, Richard. Thanks, mate. So you got to try and find a time or run a couple of events that, you know, 12 hours apart where both people can make it. But then you do 2 community events instead of just 1. Ooh, rear locking again then. 6:31 in Barbados. That's not a bad time at all. That sounds like beer o'clock to me, Richard. But that whole time zone difference is kind of why I went for the hot lap challenge last year, because then people can just do it whenever they want. They can do it on their own terms and everyone still gets involved. So I might, well, not might, I will definitely run another hot lap challenge after the VEC season is over and I can give it my full attention. Hey, John Bradshaw, JB, welcome to the stream, man. Sorry I didn't catch the end of your race last night with you and Sticky spotting. I had to go to bed to get up early to do this. How did it go for you, mate? And Ricardo as well, welcome to the stream. Thank you, sir.
Car right. Clear to the right.
That ahead is a SPEEDYMITE Ferrari. My teammate from another class.
On your left. Clear left.
So we are logging the laps. We're in 16th. For anyone who's just joining the stream, welcome along. Great to have you here. I was handed the car about half an hour ago, or maybe less than that, maybe 25 minutes ago now. And Yele got some damage.
The lap time was at 117.28.
Got some damage, basically. So we handed the car in 17th position. They were running solid top 10, only a few tenths off the pace before that, but yeah, had 3 minutes of repairs in the pits. Oh, it's more than 3 minutes, it was like 4.5 actually. So that kind of put us out of contention. So now is the fight back, but we are a few minutes and laps behind. So it's going to be tough. But there's still an hour and a half of the race left, you never know. Ideally I'd like to get top 15. So we started the stint in 16th, 17th, we're up to 16th now.
I'm feeling better now, I've been handed comfort food.
Oh, what have you got?
Lumpias, I don't know how you call it in English.
I have no idea what that means. Congrats on the top 10, JB. Yeah, it looked like a tough race, man. That instant...
Could it be egg rolls?
Oh, like spring rolls, like Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
That lap was at 117.38.
It takes a lot of concentration, this, because I'm not racing in VR, obviously. My usual spatial awareness and depth perception's out the window.
Sector 3.
Left side. Clear left.
So I'm having to rely on my single monitor. I don't have triples. So I don't have much peripheral vision.
Green flag sector.
And it kind of feels like guesswork most of the time. This is just purely muscle memory that I'm getting these apexes and braking points, and obviously half the time I'm not. Oh, something's going on here.
Side.
What's this? Is someone going slow? Have they got damage?
On your left, clear left.
They have, and they're going very slow offline, so I'll take that, thank you very much. Glad I didn't just pile into the back of him. You just got to be so aware of your surroundings in these races, because you got slow traffic, you got damaged people, you got lap traffic coming up behind you.
That was 118.02.
On your left, clear left.
And that GTE car, or those GTE cars, they arrive in your face pretty quickly. The closing speed difference is pretty mental here.
Far left, clear left.
And because it's a small track with lots of cars, the traffic is horrendous.
Right side. Clear right, you're clear.
It's so hard to get a clean lap in and show you a solid pace, but like I said at the start, everyone's in the same boat. So everyone has to deal with it the same. It's whoever deals with it the best. So we got about 15 minutes left on this stint. Oh, missed my brakes ever so slightly then. And in this car, there's no point braking harder, because if you do, the rear just comes around. Even with the brake bias all the way to the front and all the little tips and tricks you can do with the ride height, it just doesn't work. It still wants to spin at the rear.
18.31. You're a second off the pace in sector 1.
Whoa! Just like that. Yeah, the rear tyres are starting to get hot now because they're spinning a lot.
Could you not jinx yourself, please, Dan? That would be really appreciated.
Man, I hate the brakes on this car. I was very lucky that didn't go round. Although I probably got a few flat spots
I
now.
honestly don't even know what you mean anymore. My left foot has been so like Pavlov trained to this car, it's insane.
You've been conditioned to the ways of the LMP2.
Yeah.
On your right, clear right.
Yeah, definitely some new underpants, please.
Far left, clear left.
Just confirming I'm not changing these tyres at the stop, right?
Nope.
On your left, clear left.
Ball, my left foot could also be my clutch foot, but in these cars we don't use a clutch, we brake with our left. Use throttle with our right.
As people can see on my pedal cam right now.
I mean, technically we use the clutch to get away, but more than that.
My yellow SPEEDYMITE socks for my yellow SPEEDYMITE car.
I have a feeling someone thinks that Michi and we are in the same race.
Yeah, Mitchie's in Div 1, we're in Div 2, so we're in different splits of the race. But Richard Reed is a big Mitchie fan, so he's probably watching both streams at the same time, split screen I'd say.
I mean, this is obviously better than Michi.
Ooh, careful.
Especially the thumbnails, you know.
Oh! Oh, he went there. No worries, JB, look after yourself, mate. Have a good brekkie, and I'll see you soon.
I mean, you know, I already had my dig at Aussie, so you know.
On your left. Clear left.
There's just no way to get past in that little flicky chicane, is there? It's horrible.
Well, you can actually take the inside of the
Sector 3 is
corner,
yellow.
like the final right-hander, but like, if you're not comfortable, don't do it.
No, it's risky because they might be turning in as well. Probably what, expect to dive there.
Yeah,
Is the car
yeah.
ready
Like
for
the weird
pits?
thing is, if you do it correctly, you don't actually dive in the
Lap
ocean, you
time
just
was
go around the
118,
outside.
114. Okay, Dan, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Sorry, I'm loud.
On your left. Clear left.
Ah, it's TeamSpeak. That's not you, mate.
Well, I mean, I'm also loud, so you know.
An angry, loud Dutchman. Who'd have thought it?
I mean,
Left side.
it
clear
was
on the
not
left.
my finest hour, I must say.
Oh, late on the brakes then.
The gap to Tortella behind is now
To
14
be fair, if someone were
seconds.
to call my reaction channels, they probably would be right as well.
I'd probably like to see a replay of that.
Oh, my reaction.
Still there. Clear
Probably
to the
both.
Oh, you mean the incident?
Yeah, let's just see what happened. Because I was still loading in at that point.
Yeah, yeah. There, I
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
posted it in the Discord.
You've just done a 17.85. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
And the car ahead is not for position. He's a lap ahead of us. That's 8th place in the race. We're in 15th now. I think someone else has pitted as well. So we're our top 15 now. Somehow, we've gained a spot.
You wanna know the really sad part about the car ahead?
Go on.
That guy was 1 or 2 laps behind us.
left side. Clear left.
What is the gap to the guy ahead, by the way? In
The
14th.
gap to the guy behind is 27 seconds.
That last lap was at 117.84.
I think the guy ahead's starting to hold me up a bit.
Sector 1 is clear.
Sorry?
The guy ahead's not too fast.
Yep, I know. I flapped him.
P15.
On your left. Clear left.
The only issue with that is he has no obligation to let you go. If he's smart, he will, because the pedal will only slow him down, but you know. Someone's spun out their one.
Yellow flag.
JT.
Captain Tortella behind is now 14 seconds.
I love JT's comment in chat.
It's gone off.
Save fuel. I mean, honestly, we need us to come back because I don't know how much fuel you need.
Right side. Clear right.
I'm just going to tank it.
Your lap time was 118.16.
How much fuel we need in the end, but it's still a bit away
Our
because we're
left.
still at 1 hour 16 left.
Still there. Clear to the left.
How many more laps left in this stint?
5.5.
Did I like crash at exactly the right time to have Dan like do a full stint at the end?
Called a tactical bin.
On your left. Clear to the left.
I had a slight tap with Yordi there in the 299 car. No damage.
they have had a rough race. They're also slow, but they've had a rough race.
Yeah, I was on the brakes as much as I could without locking the rears.
Car left.
Yeah, no, I know.
Clear left.
It's really difficult when they don't accelerate when they should. Someone brings up a fair point. The last time you didn't change the tires it turned into a drama.
Oh, yeah, that's true, Mark Jones. Okay, relatively clear track. Let's try and get a solid lap in.
Look out for turn 1, that looks tricky. Could have been in lockup.
Yeah, honestly, Paul Kirby, the strategy in these races is insane. There are so many people who put so much effort in. Especially in Div 1, you've got specific race engineers. They don't even drive, they literally just engineer. They don't even take part in the event, like driving by, they sit and watch the telemetry basically.
12 seconds.
Guy behind's closing, I think. 12 seconds apparently.
Yeah, you did the 120 last lap, so.
Too late on the brakes again.
He's not that fast though. He is on new tires, I think.
To work out the strategy, people race and drive for weeks and weeks and weeks before this event and do practice races basically.
Lap times are pretty consistent. Sector 3 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, people take this very seriously. I used to drive for Zancho in the VLMC last season before I joined SPEEDYMITE for this season in the VEC. And Zancho is a top tier organisation. They're so organised, so professional. And they have their own dedicated engineer as well. And it was great because you'd do a run, you'd do like a practice run on a full tank. You'd send in your telemetry file to the engineer and say, hey, I struggled in this corner, I struggled in that corner.
Left side. Clear.
I didn't like this in the car. I thought the handling could do with a bit more turning on high speed corner entry. And then 5 minutes later, he'd send you back a text file, which is obviously the setup file, but he'd just go in and edit in a text edit and say, hey, try this. And you go out and do another stint, sending me data, and you compare the data. And it was, you know, if you put the time in,
You've just done a 17.91.
if you put the time in, you can really get a lot out of it. This guy's definitely holding me up now.
Chris is now 5th. We could have been like at least 8th.
Yeah, I'm being held up by this guy.
Yeah, that's the guy in 8th.
The gap to Portela behind is now 13 seconds.
Like, he moved over on the main straight. I thought he was letting pass, but he was just trying to defend. Crazy.
Well, I mean, he is a lot bad, so that's all the right to him.
Okay, pit this lap.
Left side. Clear to the left.
You say so?
4 litres remaining. Pit this lap.
Your last lap time was 1:19.31.
Fuel
Acknowledged.
no
Pit stop
tires.
requested. Green flag set.
Confirm.
We're running on fumes, mate. Hit this lap. In this lap. Your pit box is currently occupied. Your pit stall is now available.
Overtaken and done.
Car right. Clear to the right.
Sean, Dan, you overtook the Sancho. You're better now.
Pit crew's ready.
I don't know why though. Like he's real slow. Tony's really slow in the Zancho. Has he got a problem?
It's Tony, so probably yes, but like, I'll see what he did. He might have a problem.
Like he came straight out the pits and then is like cruising. Maybe he forgot fuel.
You'll be coming out into traffic.
That would
You should
be
come out into position
weird.
17, right behind V7.
Car right. Clear right.
Okay, so full fuel, no tires. That is one stint down here at Indianapolis.
He seems
Left
to be
side.
fine.
Clear left.
I think he was just trying to let you go.
Left side. Clear left.
Blue flag.
Whew, there's one stint done.
5, 4.
Good job.
Three,
Although I say
2,
that he is slow.
Box now.
Why are you slow, Tony?
Drink.
Oh, he might be on old tires.
Mitchie's not in my race, Richard. He's in a different race. He's in split 1, I'm in split 2. So we're not in the same race, Richard. Yeah, so he's not coming up behind me. I will have the drink, JT. Thanks for Segi. Okay, let's go and do it all again. Whew. Alrighty. So we have 3 more of these to go. That was 1 of 4. And stretch. Thanks, Mark. Back down to 17th.
There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line. Your brake temperatures look good.
On your left. Clear left.
Back out into the pits on the same. Back out onto the track in the same tyres.
Still because of damage.
Yeah, it's the same track and the same time of day, Richard. But because there's more cars than they can fit on one grid, they have to split the race up. So there's Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3, and they all run at the same time. So although Mitchie's technically doing the same race as I am, we're not on the same server. He's on server number 1, I'm on server number 2.
17th place.
Just because the series is that popular, the championship's that popular, there's lots of splits. When you think about it, there's like 500 drivers in the VEC. It's mental! Anyway, we're now full on fuel with old tyres.
Car left. Clear to the left.
And position 3 is going to come up to lappers. Thanks for the heads up there, Des. Appreciate that, mate. So now we do this stint. We do a double on the tyres because the tyres can last. And then at the end of this stint, we get some new tyres and then we take those to the end. Though the car is going to be a lot less responsive now because it's heavy. But the thing about this LMP2 is it does get through its fuel very quickly. And we got 1 hour and 6 left in the race.
Right side. Clear to the right.
1 hour and 6 minutes.
Tony is back in the pits.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to let me go. He was cruising because I was like, no, you go. And then he just didn't take the opportunity. So I was like, fine, I'll see you.
It seems he has damage. Why did he have damage?
Maybe he had damage before the stop, but he forgot to repair it, and he had to come in again. Yep, Adam, I've got the SPEEDYMITE socks on, SPEEDYMITE t-shirt.
That lap was at 180.
No, the driver's not there. He's back to on.
So thank you for sticking with the race, everybody.
Either go to the driver swap or they have the driver swap failure because he's in the. Or he could have had the hardware failure because he swapped the Jan.
blue flag.
On your left. Clear left. Car left. Clear on
Well,
the
there
left.
is that.
Left side. Clear left.
And Remco, I think. Is this Remco? Yes, Remco.
There you go, I've let them both through now.
Yeah, it's sad. I fought both of them earlier. Well, I didn't fight Remco. Remco pulled away, but I was fighting the Sancho.
Let's go and get P16 indeed, Adam. We were running in like 7th or 8th or something before my stint started. And Yellow had a bit of an incident. I don't exactly know what happened yet because I haven't seen it because I was loading into the server at the time. But that dropped us down to 17th, and I did work my way back up to 15th before the stop, but I think it's going to cancel itself out now. We're back down to 17th again. We just got to look forwards. We just got to move our head up the grid.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Oh, bumpy, bumpy. Probably does include the chicane, Adam. I'm not too sure, but it gave us 3 minutes of repairs in the pits. Well, over 3 minutes at least, anyway. So all I got to do is just keep my head down. Probably not the most entertaining race for you guys, but I do really appreciate you hanging out and sticking around. Thank you for joining in chat. I'm doing my best to keep up with your messages on the screen. And I really do appreciate your support, guys. It's not been the easiest of championships, this Virtual Endurance Championship, but you know what? It is enjoyable. I really do like it. It's something I've always wanted to do ever since I started getting into the big, you know, online sim racing scene. Because I commentated a couple of years ago on the the Le Mans 24 Hours in the VEC.
That time was 118.34. Sector
And since then I was like, I want to do this. So here I am, doing it.
Car left. Clear left. Right side. Clear right.
So what this...
Oh, next race is gonna be one of the best tracks in the world.
Oh, Sebring.
It's like second to like Le Mans, basically.
So what races have we got coming up this season? We got Sebring, and then after that?
After that, by heart, we go Suzuka, Spa, Le Mans.
Left side. Clear to the left.
That's not a bad lineup, that.
We go to the 1000 miles of Sebring, the 6 hours of Suzuka, the 8 hours of Spa, and then the 24 hours of Le Mans. Oh, well, technically VEC does start because they can't go to 24 hours of Le Mans anymore.
What an epic calendar, though, that is. Really, honestly, that's like one of the best in sim racing, surely.
Car left. Clear to the left.
Yeah, endurance racing is one of the best forms of sim racing in my opinion.
Sector 1 is clear.
Suzuka's not a mod, Suzuka is a third party affiliated official content. Or something like that.
On your right. Clear right. You're clear.
Oh, and that technically makes it a mod, isn't it? Yeah, Spa's on the calendar, Adam. It has been for like ever since Spa was released.
Left side. Clear left.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Sorry if I got in the way of
Sector 3.
Mattia then in the Ferrari. I didn't know he was coming in the pits and I got him in the final chicane. I think I held him up a bit, so I'm sorry about that if I did. Didn't know he was coming in. The rough temperature in Australia, well, right now, being as it's only 9 AM, it's probably up to about 25 already, but it does get to about, in Brisbane, it normally peaks around 30 to 35. In Brisbane, it's very rare for it to get to 40. But that doesn't mean it's not as warm as other places of Australia, because we have horrible humidity here. So the temperatures never say it's warm, but it feels a lot warmer than it is. You just can't cool down. So I've got a portable aircon going in the background, so apologies if you can hear that over the microphone as well. But my legs are very sore today.
Right side. Keep it steady.
Very sore today, because I had a big work session in the garden yesterday. I had some trees to cut down, had the lawn to mow, had some bricks to put in the yard to lay down. So I'm very sore. A lot of heavy lifting and manual labour in the heat yesterday, so I had a good sleep last night. I had about 8 hours and I was out like a log straight away. Oh, that was risky from the GTE then.
To the right.
I had to back out of that. I was pulling to the right, making my intentions clear, and he just moved across to the right anyway. But as the LMP2 driver, it is my responsibility to find a way past safely. The GTEs have no obligation to move offline for me at all. So I just got to be aware of that. Take it around the outside.
On your right. Clear to the right.
That lap was at 118.44.
Yeah, because we got palm trees in the yard. And the thing is with...
5 hours in, 7 hours in, I still haven't had a single TeamSpeak ping.
TeamSpeak's working, isn't it?
Yeah, like no one has said something yet. It's weird.
Hey, we must have had some people pick, because we're up to 15th now.
Yeah, wait, why is that butler ball behind us? Yeah, there are people behind us. The butler ball surprises me. They must have an issue.
Yeah, like I was saying about the palm trees.
No, they've been behind us for a while.
Palm trees are great, they look fantastic, but they drop a lot of dead leaves, like dead branches, which you have to clear up, otherwise they go mouldy. And all the seed pods as well, they drop seed pods, which bats like to eat. So if you don't want bats in your yard, you've got to get rid of the seed pods. Because the thing with bats is their droppings. It's very acidic. So if you park your car under the palm trees with bats, then you're going to get rid of all the paint on the car. So these are the things you don't realise about Australia. It's not the snakes and spiders that'll kill you, it's the bat poo. So I had to get rid of those yesterday. Whoa! Right, okay, a bit of a shaky there. Shaky move. The pace has dropped off a bit, but that's because the tyres are getting old. It's getting harder to slow the car down, it's getting harder to turn it. It's getting harder and harder to breathe. Is that Maroon 5? Jamiroquai? I don't know. One of those late 90s funk bands.
Your lap time was at 117.78.
Apparently Nigel Mansell used to sing on the radio to his team engineers. Although I wouldn't wish that upon Yele and Ozzy. Don't think they deserve that. I'm not worried about you guys in chat. Okay, that's P3.
Don't dare to start singing.
In the
Clear right.
Karaoke with DDF. No. Oh, V8 supercars are fantastic, Richard. I had the opportunity to go and watch the race.
55 minutes ago.
I had the opportunity to go to Surfers Paradise for the Gold Coast race in 2017. Went for the 2 days, watched both races, all the support races. Stadium super trucks are mental in real life. Just seeing the big monster trucks go over the ramps, and the sound is incredible. You don't get that on the TV, but you hear the doo-junk, doo-junk of this big monster truck, like launching itself over a metal ramp. It's terrifying, especially, you know, when you're like just on the other side of a barrier and this thing's going boom, flying through the air. It's incredible. But the V8 supercars were great. I loved that. And the good thing about the Surfers Paradise race is you literally stand by the side of the track on the pavement because it's a street circuit. You look in front of you, and you've got V8 supercars going past at 300k nearly. You turn around, there's people sunbathing on the beach. It's literally right on the side of the beach.
On your left. Clear to the left.
It's great. It's such a strange combination. And then when the helicopter goes round as well through all the skyscrapers, it's an amazing atmosphere.
On your left. Clear on the left.
It's just a shame that there's no really good rendition of it in any sim. It's not in Race Room. It is in rFactor 2, but the mod's not great. I'm sure it's in Assetto Corsa, but I haven't actually looked yet. It'd be a great little circuit. And then I could go and do a JB style video, you know, where he goes and takes his truck around Bathurst, because that's where he lives. I could go and do a lap around Surfers Paradise in my little Mazda 3. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from doing that anyway. I could just get my Mazda 3, because it's only about an hour's drive, an hour and a half at most with traffic from where I live, Surfers Paradise, and the roads are publicly available throughout the course of the year. Just logging laps here at Indianapolis. Getting the race done. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. It is great to have you here. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, don't forget to leave the stream a like. Say hello in chat, because I'll keep up with you. And subscribe if you want to see more racing like this, because, like Yele said, we've got Sebring, Spa, Suzuka and Le Mans all to go for the rest of the season. And they're all going to be long enduros like this. Especially Le Mans, that's 24 hours. That's going to be amazing. I've never done a 24-hour race before. I can't wait.
Left side. Clear left.
So subscribe if you want to see that. One race every month. As well as I might be doing the Bathurst 12 hours in iRacing in 2 weeks' time with Zencho. Driving the car with Aidan Millward, Matty Webb, and Chaz Draycott. Stay there. Stay by the side of the track. Don't spin back on in front of me. Whew, that made me nervous. Oh, slight lock up on the rear there. Tyres starting to go for sure. Got about 25 minutes left on this set, and then I can come in for another pit stop and get some freshies. Alright, relatively clear track up ahead, so focus time DDF. Let's put a fast lap in.
That lap time was 118.83.
Or one of the cars ahead, DNF. That looks like a disconnect.
Yeah, it's P12 that went, I think. Yeah, we're P14 now. Freebie.
Yeah, he just completely disappeared. I guess his internet failed.
Okay, Dan, you're reeling. Tortella in. The gap is 17 seconds. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
He is still in teams. That's strange.
Yeah, Richard, me and Mitchie have talked on Discord. He's going to try and make the next DDF community event, and we're going to try and do a video together at some point whenever the stars collide, you know? Or stars align. Stars collide? Don't know what I'm trying to say there. 17.4. Not my best lap. I need to be low 17s, high 16s if I want to be catching people ahead of me. Actually, let me check. What kind of lap times are the cars ahead doing, mate?
On your left.
Leader
Clear
did a
left.
6 and 8. Everybody behind there is running. Well, everybody in front of you is running 18s or 17 highs.
So if I can keep it low 17s, that's good, right?
Minute 17. That's a bit much. What? So let's say. Yeah.
Right side. Still there.
Problem.
Blue flag.
What's wrong?
Then spun.
Nah, the GTE just clean understeered into me when I was lapping him around the outside, spun me around on the final corner. No damage, but big vibrations in the tyres.
And
Far left,
that
clear
looks
left.
strange surface side.
Flag.
On your left. Clear left.
Like on surface side there was literally a tires width between you guys. But that's probably because ping off both of you.
Right side. Clear right. You're clear.
Yeah, there's definite contact there, he spun me around.
Then, you know how I said like stop jinxing yourself?
On your left. Clear left.
Talks about stars colliding, collides with someone, you know?
Yeah, tyres are horrible now, it's shaking my wheel. And then he parked it in behind me as I was trying to recover. I couldn't move. I didn't catch the car number though.
Yeah, I did, but like...
But yeah, I gave him plenty of space on the outside and he just understeered into me. That's not right.
Car rejoining in front. The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 19 seconds.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, don't worry about it now, just drive.
Oh well, a bit of drama in the race here. We got turned around by GTE in lap traffic.
Didn't lose position, just keep driving.
Yep, very pragmatic from Yellow there. We didn't lose any track position, just a bit of time, probably about 20 seconds. and I lost a lot of roundness on my tyres. Wow, that's like that's vibrating like crazy.
Left side, clear to the left.
Is this the old or the new set?
Old set.
Oh, good.
Oh, I can't wait to change these now.
Car left, clear on the left.
And guy behind's trying to unlap himself as well, Roberto.
Yeah, that's the guy that disconnected.
Clear to the right. Right side. Still there.
Contact.
Should not need us. Yeah, that's
Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Contact
To
again.
the right.
How much space does this idiot want?
Blue flag.
Left side, clear left.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Dan.
calm down then.
Blue flag.
On your left. Clear left.
The gap behind is now 19 seconds.
No need to worry.
I hate to say this, but it's almost as bad as iRacing out here right now. Mark Hallowell, yep. Yeah, watch the track limits. I just spun it. It's like I'm giving people as much space as I can when they're coming through to lap me,
That lap was at
and
118.
they just still seem to want to go into the side of me. It's like, well, I can't disappear, mate. Just, you're on the inside. It's going to be tighter than normal. Just, you can't take your normal apex speed. You just got to, there's a bit of give and take, you know. I'm not going to jump out of the way, just like completely to the other edge of the track, because then I'm going to lose 2 seconds. And I'm in a race as well, mate. Massive block by the Porsche there, but that wasn't his fault. That was just unfortunate track position. Can't wait to change my tyres. I'm going to have to. About 15 minutes.
14th.
Yeah, especially if he's unlapping himself, Danny. I know he's faster. He had a disconnect. Oh, yeah. Big lock up on the front there. These tyres are going. Big time. I need to dial it back myself.
Focus on your braking points.
Will do. I got some horrible flat spots though.
Time was 119.19.
Yeah, just stop pushing it.
behind is now 15 seconds.
Hey, Crypto!
Tortella in front is pitting.
Yeah, it's so slidey this thing now. The rear grip's gone, but the fronts have locked. There's no way you can lap a GTE in this section of the track. You just got to be patient and wait for your opportunity. There's another 3 seconds gone. Damn it.
Blue flag.
And there's the Zancho coming through to lap me. I'll let him through on the straight. Wait your turn, Jan. Light lift out of it.
Right side.
And back on the throttle again, just the slightest of lifts. Let him have that, there you go. That is a very nice LMP2 car. I do love a good Zancho livery.
Only problem with Sancho liveries is that they all look the same every year, every car.
Like the Ferrari livery even.
Yes, all the Sancho liveries are exactly the same.
The lead car's pitting.
Leader pit road.
The gap to Tortella behind is now 5.8 seconds.
Tortella's catching.
Yeah, he just with it. So the catching is mostly because he is just appeared behind you.
Left side, clear left.
About 10 laps left on this stint.
V13.
Oh, the guy who tapped me 5 times is disconnected again. Hey, Niels! Oh, these cars are super fast. Good fun to drive. Horrible to drive on the limit. Oh, I'm definitely not winning, Niels. Definitely not. I'm currently in 13th. I started my stint about an hour and a half ago. Maybe a bit less than that. In 17th.
0.00.
So I'm moving forwards, but we are still slightly
0.45 off the pace. Sector 3
out of sequence on pit stops.
off the pace.
I got spun around by a GTE in the final corner when I was lapping them, which gave me a few flat spots on the tyres and dropped me 20 seconds. Didn't lose track position though. And then an LMP2 came through to unlap himself on me. And tapped us a few times. Minor damage again.
Right side, clear to the right.
By the way, Tony was going slow because his wheel shut off the moment the accident bits.
Car right, clear right.
How is he driving without a wheel?
Well, the problem was he wasn't.
No, but he steered. I could see him steering. How was he steering?
But he probably did is he probably
Tortella is reading you in.
wheel
The
off
gap's
and put
now
it back on again.
5.3.
I'm guessing. That's why he was slow in front of you, because he was probably at that point didn't have a wheel on his base. At least I'm guessing that's what happened.
Ah. Yeah, these tires are gone. These tires are gone.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Got a bit of traffic. The sun's going down.
Big net, Kish has binned it. Green flag sector 3.
The sky is getting a lot more orange now, guys. It's beautiful. It'll be nighttime by the end of the race, where the full floodlights will be on. Pull to the inside, make my intentions clear.
Clear left.
Okay, down 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
On your left. Clear to the left.
There's LMP2 trying to unlap himself again on me there. Being very optimistic. I wasn't sure which way that GTE was going. I was moving back online. I should have stuck to the inside, really. Lots of traffic here today. It's a very busy part of the racetrack, this. Very stressful. Just got to be patient. Find a way through.
On your left. Clear left.
Guy, tap me again. Another tap from a GTE.
You've got a little bit of bodywork damage there.
Left side. Clear left.
This is real speed time. So time progression is happening as it would do in the real life. So it's an 8-hour race. And in game, it's the duration of 8 hours. Jorn Jornsson, hello!
The gap behind is now.
Welcome to the stream. You're here. You made it. Make my intentions known. Pull to the right.
Car left. Clear left.
Yeah, Yele had a bit of a wreck, and then I got spun around by a GTE.
Your lap time was at 119.01.
My lap times are terrible.
5 seconds off the pace.
My wheel is vibrating like crazy because I've got some big flat spots here. A little bit of damage. I don't think it's worth repairing that though. It's not affecting the car too much. Thanks mostly to the tyres because this is my second of a double stint.
Place.
Got another 5 laps on these tyres, then we get some freshies. Will do that. Great advice, as always. Give him plenty of room that time.
The gap behind is now 3.4. You've just done a 118.45. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
Oh, Lucas is behind me. And Lucas is a very aggressive driver, so if he goes for a move, he can have it. Because I don't like racing him. Never ends well. Big traffic.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh, that's what I'm referring to there, Washel. It was slightly ping related, but it was, yeah. This is ping related as well. So same scenario.
That was 118.52.
Oh, those rears sliding all over the place. Ooh. Effort! Hello!
Fuel remaining, 5 minutes. The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now 0.8.
Aussie. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Fuel for the end of the race, or do you have it automatically calculated then?
Was he stopping now?
I've got 3 laps left,
118.
but if I can come in early, I might as well. Get off these tyres.
Yeah. 25 minutes left to the end.
Sorry about the lack of commentary, guys. This is maximum concentration here.
Hold your nerve. Make them do the work.
So from here, I estimate he will need 48 litres to make it to the end, and that's with 2.5 litres a lap.
So mix 4.
Well, it depends on how much fuel you use in regular
Clear on the left.
and mix 2.
Car left. Clear left.
How much have you got left in the tank?
One sec. .8, and I'm using 2.25 a lap.
For me, you don't need to. We could also give you less fuel, which is easier time.
So you're going to need to add 45 litres.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, pit stop requested.
On your left. Still there. Clear to the left.
So yeah, whenever you come in to make your pit stop down,
What's your speed?
45 litres.
Expect traffic when you exit the pits. When we exit the pits, we should be in P.
Car right in the middle. 3 wide. Clear left.
The pit crew is ready.
Clear. Clear all around.
Come on, Dan.
Left side. Clear left. Left side.
Yellow flag sector 3. You've got 2 minutes of fuel remaining. Blue flag. Green flag sector 3.
Penalty incoming for me, for sure.
The guy in front is Tortella.
$45 liters.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
102 seconds of damage.
Shepard has retired from the race.
I was concentrating too much on trying to get the fuel, and I just missed my brakes and went into the side of Lucas. I had big time.
Vice is pitting from position 27. You should come out a little way behind you.
That was completely my fault.
Don't worry about it. Oh, did the one aqua DNF?
I'm going to turn the engine off, save the temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realised last minute that it was like, hang on, I have to come in this lap. I've only got a lap and a half left, so I was frantically trying to sort the fuel out, and Lucas is sending it 3F and wide while I'm lapping traffic. Still, I shouldn't have missed my braking point. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm sorry, guys.
No worries then.
Alright, here we go. Let's do some quali laps.
Might sound a bit rude, but let's hope it hit Lucas harder than it hit us. It did not. Oh wait, you guys had an exact same bit of time.
Okay. I'm going to pop it on mix 4 because I should have more than enough now.
There's a car behind. Take care, rejoin him.
Do you know what was... Oh, okay, no, never mind. I was going to say, Jetty, you...
I need to get some heat into these brakes.
Oh, that's...
It's 4,000 off. If
Yeah.
that's what you're looking at, yeah.
Yeah.
I was so annoyed at that. Because I was like sitting here and like scrolling through like, hey, what's the fastest?
Oh.
And then like 4,000 off.
Well, I'm angry about that.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh, so close.
I'm very angry about that. That was stupid from me. Fully expecting a penalty for the next round for that, for taking someone else out of the race. Alright, mental reset.
On your left, clear to the left.
We've got fresh tyres. We've got lots of fuel, so we can basically put it up to mix 4 and just send it towards the end of the race. And just focus on the laps, basically. It's getting dark here, and I did all of my practice at night, so I'm ready for this now. I'm ready for this. Still a 16th, that's not bad. Bit of traffic there.
Clear to the left.
Yeah, true. It can't always be the other people that make mistakes. I gotta make mistakes every now and then by braking late as well. This is the latest build of Indianapolis OG19. Well, I guess that answers the question, will DDF bin it? 100% yes.
On your left. Clear left.
The car behind's pitting.
100% yes. So everyone who voted yes, congratulations, you can collect your prize of, well, nothing, really. There is no prize. Oh, VEC's using the old version. Okay, Ollie, I didn't know that. I stand corrected, OG19. This is the old version still.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Am I too far of 15th to get that by the end of the race?
If you can catch them 46 seconds.
It's on.
But unless they crash fully now.
Well, it's coming into the night, and I practice for this, so people might start to slow down, hopefully.
I'd be concerned if he slows down 46 seconds though.
That lap was at 160.
We're clear behind though, right?
You're a 10th off in sector 1. Okay, down.
Get behind
Come on,
us,
stay
relax.
focused. Apexes and exits. Apexes and exits. That's 20 minutes to go.
How much?
3 laps.
On your left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
Oh, I can't believe I binned it like that. That's embarrassing. After all that as well, it was going okay. Well, like, it wasn't great. There was incidents. But I felt like my driving wasn't terrible, but that just undid all of my good work. I was relatively proud of that race up until then. Paul Kirby, you never know.
16th place.
Left side. Clear left. On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Yeah, I should have done that, Das, but I didn't know how much fuel I was taking. I didn't expect to finish like that. In hindsight, though, yeah, I should be doing the pit stop presets much earlier in the stint. Not leaving it to the last minute because that was a horrible situation. Hey, to Millwood, it is a bit dark.
Left side.
How you doing, mate?
I mean that if it's close you can do pit stop presets in the pit lane entry, I think.
Far right. Clear right.
You're very
Last
lucky
lap
that
was at
Pressmo saved that.
118.00.
What?
You're very lucky that Pressmo saved that there.
On your left.
Otherwise it would have gone into you.
Clear to the left.
Yeah, I was thinking that, Yellow.
There's been a little bit of death, Aiden. Mostly mental death of me.
This guy's a lap ahead of us, so this ain't for position.
I mean, when I could just go to someone.
On your left. Clear left.
And I did outbrake myself as well, Aiden, and I took out Lucas. That was entirely my fault, and I take full responsibility for that. I was too busy trying to set my pit stop up, because I was coming in a lap earlier than I expected.
Far left.
Oh, slow LMP2 on the straight there.
Your last lap time was at 118.30.
On your right. Clear right.
We've got to let this guy through as well. We're going to be getting blue flags in a second. I think of the best place to do that. Lift out, let him go.
Far right.
Take it.
Clear to the right.
He's always going to turn on me then.
Blue flag.
I thought I'd stick my nose at the inside, see if he gave me the space, but he did not. Oh, now it's officially night time according to rFactor 2. The skybox just changed.
Car left. Clear left.
Alright, down. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Left side.
Let's get this guy's slipstream, Rudy Coupon. Brake at the 500 there instead of the 400 because of the extra top speed and the slipstream. We've got a GTE off on the left.
Green flag sector 1.
About 15 minutes left in the race. Those two cars behind, those LMP2s, aren't catching up at a vast rate of knots.
The car ahead's pitting.
Car ahead in the pits.
Right side. Clear right.
That's the bottom bow. Guessing they're only taking fuel. Oh, ours is drive-through. It might be a drive-through.
Car right. Clear right.
It is drive-through.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I mean, the gap is still like...
That was at 17.70. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Still quite a bit.
Car left. Clear to the left.
I like how you didn't give me numbers, you're just like, yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah. It's a bit. I mean, if you can catch up over a second a lap, would be my guess.
The gap in front is now 18.
Car right. Clear to the right.
I'm getting held up by 8th place here, that's for sure.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, just get it home now.
What a stressful race. What an incredibly stressful race. Been pretty plain sailing, apart from a few incidents which have been, like I said, very stressful.
Left side. Clear to the left.
We got 12 minutes to go.
118.46. You're a second off in sector 1.
We're in 16th place with a quite a sizable gap to the car ahead. We got fresh tyres and fuel though. Oh, enough fuel for mix 4, which is full beans qualification engine mix. Because I had some damage in the stop, which meant my stop was longer than normal, which meant I overfueled slightly.
On your right. Clear right.
Okay, Dan, we're gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 16 seconds.
Cheeky light flick there to let him know I want to get past. He flicked his lights in return as well. 16 seconds to the car ahead. If he has a problem, we might get it.
Left side. Clear left.
Yeah, top 15's not looking likely, unfortunately.
18.35. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.
Hey, morning, Michael.
Off the pace.
Sorry I missed your chat a few minutes ago. But this is the Indianapolis 8 hours at night. We have 10 minutes to go now. I'm in 16th. It's very dark out here. That's true. No lights, just the lights from the car. Luckily I practiced for this. This is what I practiced for, guys. I did all of my nighttime practice because I got caught out in the previous round at NOLA.
10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Come on man, keep pushing.
The race finishes just after midnight for you, I guess, yeah.
You've just done a 117.45. Sector 3 is 0.26 off the pace.
Maximum concentration trying to see where the track goes now. Like, it is quite dark and we do have lights, but you gotta just go off instinct. Almost.
Oh, car front is off. I won't lose too much now.
Right side, clear right.
Need to get past this guy. He's not going to let me pass though because he's a lap ahead. But I don't want to cause any incidents and take him out. So I'm not going to force the move. 7 seconds to the guy ahead. Seven seconds.
On this car, the gap is 7.7 seconds. You've just done it on
5 minutes to turn one.
17.59.
He's a bit far back for that.
Car right, clear to the right. Right side, clear right.
Blue flag.
Let's go get him.
Left side, clear left.
Nicely done, Daniel.
Hold on.
I'm going to salvage something in this race.
That last lap was it.
Car left, clear left.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I had to get him and he's been very slow into that corner for the last few laps. As soon as he hesitated on the brakes, I was like, right, that's mine. Straight down into the 1 minute 16s.
That was a 116.88.
Boom! That's the pace this car has.
You know, Dan, not to give it too much hope, but if you keep going at this rate, you're gonna be one chance of second.
It's one chance is all I need.
minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Come on, keep digging.
On your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear
It's
left.
caught him at the wrong time then. That's going to kill our speed down straight.
That lap was at 1:17.91.
Sorry about the lack of commentary. This is the maximum concentration. Final push towards the end, guys. I want to get this guy if I can. I want to give myself the best chance possible.
Vela is hitting from position 10. Expect him to come out a bit behind you.
Oh, Vela's pitting.
On your left. Clear left.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Yeah, they are a bit ahead though.
Green flag, sector 2.
Old mate in the Ferrari just lost it in front of me. Poor guy. Speedy mate.
Yeah, no, they did an 8-second dash. The Musto car.
Oh, that's it. Push too hard. Lock the rears. Now there's going to be heat in the tyres. I won't be able to get any more pace out of this stint. Ah, so close.
The gap in front is now 2.
Very lucky to save it.
Time was at 1:18.
Far left. Clear to the left.
Sector 1 is 0.44 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.30 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Oh, I was stuck in traffic before, Richard, with horrible tyres as well. I got fresh tyres, maximum fuel mix.
Come on, you can see him, you can look at him.
Far left. Clear left.
Oh, that's him, 3 seconds, gap 3 seconds.
Right side. Clear to the right.
There he is! That's him in the blue and white. 2 laps to go.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Inside.
On your left. Clear left.
There he is.
The lap time was 1:17.62.
Left side. Clear on the left.
JT.
Just cut the track.
Very true.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is clear.
Left side. Clear left.
There he is! 1 more lap.
Like I said, 1 chance.
On your left. Clear left.
Go get him, Daniel.
Right side. Clear right. Left side.
that's one
Clear
way.
left.
You've taken a tiny bit of bodywork damage, but you won't feel it.
When you were alongside, that's fair. Careful now.
On your right. Clear right. You're clear.
Yellow flag sector 2.
That was not what I was expecting.
Well, if he's gonna get stuck in traffic, I'm gonna use that.
Car left. Clear to the left.
P15.
On your left. P15. Clear left.
I honestly didn't think I would still be smiling at the end of this.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Great driving,
Woo.
good Aussie. Great engineering as well.
Yeah, Ozzy, thanks for the setup, mate. Works wonders.
No worries.
And yeah, sorry about the scruffiness. That was completely my my fault going into the braking zones too hot. If it wasn't for that, it would have been much better. But yeah, sorry guys.
To be fair, you should have further up with the field in the first place. That's on me.
Oh no. Oh.
Car left.
Jenny
Clear
made some
left.
mistakes there with Charles.
On your left. Clear to the left.
Glad you had a fun little battle at the end there.
Oh yes, you never give up, right? Never give up.
Yeah.
That's one more point, right, in the championship.
I don't know how many more than this. I have no clue. I don't know the scoring by heart. But you did well.
That's all right. There was definitely a mix of emotions in that race, from punching the wheel in the pit stop to that send on the last lap.
Yeah. It's honestly been the first time I've sat like a gremlin in my chair during a race.
Chair gremlins. What happened?
Well, when I crashed and we sat there for 222 seconds, I just sat there like. But I had like my feet on the chair as well, and like
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Box in 5.
Okay, and bring it back to the pits.
2.
Well, I'm glad we could get a smile out of that in the end. That was an intense, crazy battle for P15. And bring it back to the pits.
Log building finished.
Yeah, that was pretty mental at the end. Sebring, 4 weeks exactly, right?
I have no clue. But it contains probably one of the best corner system racing, so yay.
Nice.
Turn 1 there, it's just turn it in, send it. I mean, since at school as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it might be replay time, right?
I don't know if do you want to.
I'm trying to see.
Good luck finding replays.
While everyone's still on the server, we could have a chance, I guess.
The more like good luck finding shit than this UI.
Yeah, true. Actually, the session's going to tick over in a minute, so we'll lose the replay anyway, won't we?
You also wait that you be uploads out.
Yeah, I think the server's ticked over now. It's not doing anything. Oh no, there we go. It's a lovely car, isn't it?
It's quick as well. But 4,000ths of a second too slow.
Hey, is that Lucas's car behind me on the replay now?
I can't see because it keeps switching. No, that looks like the Musto, I think.
Oh well, I'm in the pits there, so it must be before this.
Yeah, that's the Musto.
Okay, I think it's this lap then, guys. Yeah, that's Lucas behind me. Okay, let's have a look at this then. So Lucas tries to get me here. I give him space on the inside, and then there's some traffic coming up ahead. So Lucas is thinking, right, I'm going to get this. I go to the right on the GTEs, also whilst I'm fiddling with the pit menu. So look, I'm on the right. Lucas makes it 3 wide, I think. Oh no, it's the next lap. It's the next lap, my bad. Let's give it a little bit of fast forwards. Yeah, here we go. So Lucas is still trying to get past again. Tries to send up the inside. Look at that. Look at that pack ahead of us. I haven't got access to JT's punt yet, by the way.
Wait, hey, for the suit to catch.
I haven't got Yellow's punt yet. Okay, Lucas takes the inside. I got a GT on the left. I get boxed in, and then here's the pain. Oh, that's bad. So yeah, I should be braking at 350, and I'm not. I'm braking at 300. And round it goes. Yeah, that was completely my fault, that. That was completely my fault. A nice synchronized spin, though, that's for sure.
Right, I don't think Lucas had really any choice but to spin with you.
Yeah. Yeah, Lucas is in chat right now, actually. Man, that was completely my fault. I was trying to set my pit menu and just missed my braking point, mate. That's on me, I take that. We had about 100 seconds of damage in the pit stop. Alright, let's have a look at the last lap overtake then. So this is for P15. The guy ahead of me goes to the inside on the GTE.
I'm gonna go to bed because I'm absolutely shattered.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as well.
Congrats on the P15, boys. Not quite the top 5 that we wanted, but we know we got the pace at least, so bring on Sebring.
Yeah. Thanks for your driving, Yellow. Thanks for your awesome driving and setup work as well. Aussie, we'll do it in 4 weeks.
Let's see ya.
See you guys.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, well, it looks like the replay has died because the server is going to go and reset itself, and I'm going to the next one. But you did just about see a replay of the move there. Sent it the inside into turn 2. Let me put some music back on in the background. There we go. Okay, guys, thank you for sticking with the stream. This is going to go and reset now. So, let me switch it over to here. Alright. Not exactly the best result. Like Ozzy said on the chat there.
Disconnected.
There we go, let's get a routine speak. Yes. Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry, so sorry, Lucas, I didn't mean to do that, mate. I'm sorry if I wrecked your race. That was completely unintentional, but completely my fault, so yeah, sorry, mate.
The air temp is...
Okay, well, yeah.
The track temp is...
The car started in 4th, I believe, and Yellow was running in 7th or 8th. Until about 2 laps before my stint was due to start. He got tangled up in an instant, which I haven't actually seen yet. It might be on Discord. Did he post it on Discord? Let's have a look. I didn't see it. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of doing this as we speak now. Okay, no, we do have it. We do have it. I'm going to see if I can load it up here. Let's have a look. So I haven't actually seen this yet, but this is apparently Yellow. So let's switch it over to desktop mode. Okay, here we go. So this is what happened to Yellow. Okay, so he comes through turn 3. There's a GTE off track, rejoins at the chicane. Oh. Oh, come on, mate. Keep it to the left. You just take to the grass over here. Just rejoin here. Don't rejoin over the curb. Let's have a look at that. And that's what gave Yellow 3 minutes worth of damage. Oh man. Yeah, look. when you're here, commit to the fact you've lost the corner. Why are you rejoining directly into the racing line? That's an unsafe rejoin. I would not be surprised if we put in a protest for that, actually. And that is what ruined Yele's race. Oh man. And without that, I would have rejoined the race in 8th and not 17th. And it would have been a completely different race. One more time. So this is what happened to Yele. Yeah, look at that. Let me just slow down the playback speed. Yeah, go left over the gravel, rejoin on the straight where people can see you. Look, you're going to be going straight over the curb here. You almost took these guys out. Look, Purple had to avoid it as well. He had to take to the... Oh. Yeah. Damn it. Unlucky Yele, that would have completely changed the face of our race. Ah well, these things happen, guys. These things do happen. And P15 is kind of par for the course for where we finished this season, really. We've had a P16, a P15, a P14 and a P10. Best result last time out in NOLA was a P10, but that was... yeah, P15 again. It could have been a P16, but no, I managed to sneak it up on the last lap to get that position. Very opportunistic move up the inside there, but the guy ahead struggled with the traffic, so I went and took advantage of that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go wrap the stream up now because that is a long stream, and it is 10:15 AM here in Australia, and I am starving. I need some breakfast. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, it's not too late to leave it a like and say hi in chat. If you really enjoyed it, subscribe, because like I said, in 4 weeks we're doing the 1,000 miles of Sebring. After that, 6 hours of Suzuka. After that, 8 hours of Spa, I think, or 6 hours of Spa. And then after that, the 24 hours of Le Mans. So 1 a month. So subscribe if you want to see those. And in the week... on Tuesday, I'm not doing Tuesday Thunder this week because I've got some stuff I need to do in the evening in real life, but I'm doing the Wednesday Enduro in Race Room, so come back for that. That is going to be DTM 2016s or DTM 2013s, that era of DTM at Hockenheim for 2 45-minute sprint races with mandatory pit stops, and the second race has a reverse top 10 grid, so that's going to be epic fun with JB and Brody and hopefully Lockie and Eamon and all the usuals from those Wednesday races. Also, I've got iRacing videos coming out in the week as well. I've got an MX-5 at Okayama Short, which has got quite possibly the craziest first lap I've ever seen. No hype, of course. And what else is coming up? USF 2000 at Long Beach, which, you know, super sketchy car at a super sketchy circuit with no room for mistake. That's going to be a fun video as well. And that's it, really. So make sure you subscribe to see those, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It is breakfast time for me. And then... I'm just going to go enjoy the rest of my day. Most of you guys are going to go to sleep now, so enjoy that, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
That's the end of the session. P1.
Oh, Spotter's drunk. See you guys!